Hi everybody, my name is Ryan and I have recently started streaming, so I decided I would start putting up some content on my YouTube channel, hopefully to help people out in the various games that I play on my stream. I stream typically in the afternoons almost every day except on Wednesdays. So if you want to come and check me out, that'd be great. Also, if on this video you enjoy the content, if you could give it a like and a subscribe, and if you subscribe, make sure to hit the notification bell so that you are made aware when I upload more videos. So, this video is specifically on the newest character for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, Mara Jade. Her event just started yesterday, and so the video you're watching is of me doing the marquee event, which the marquee events typically aren't too difficult. They want you to get the characters at a lower level to encourage you to use them and then to potentially upgrade them. Uh, I won't hold back and leave it to the end. Mara Jade is amazing. She is a great character. She is tagged as a support character, and because she's tagged as a support character, I think her kit is well done. She doesn't do a ton of damage, but I wouldn't expect her to as a support character. Uh, and the amount of debuffs and turn meter that she gives herself and Emperor Palpatine, assuming he is in the leader spot, really helps the team move along very quickly. I also like it because she is helping to boost a team that I've been using at a lower G for a long time. I'm a lower GP than a lot of people. I'm at about 2.6 million. And every Grand Arena, I use an Empire team for something. And generally speaking, in Conquest, there's a feat or two that Empire teams are good for, so I use them in that. And this just gives me one more person to add to that team. Because there's always like that fourth or fifth person in one of your teams that's not the best sometimes, especially at the lower ends of GP. So she just gives me an extra character to really amp up the other four people and get things done better and faster. First thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to read you her kit, which is available on the forums, but if you want to take a look at it, and it shows the animations, which are also very cool. So her first ability, her basic, is called Calculated Shot. The maxed out ability is deal special damage to target enemy twice and inflict daze for 2 turns. If Emperor Palpatine is the leader, he assists if it's her turn. Otherwise, a random ally with useful pawn assists, dealing 50% less damage. And we'll get into useful pawn in her unique. Her first special is called Ultimate Predator. It's a cooldown 4. With the Zeta, it does dispel all buffs and inflict stun and vulnerable for 1 turn on target enemy. Then deal special damage to all enemies and inflict tenacity down for 1 turn. This ability deals double damage to shocked enemies and Jedi. Second special, Infiltrate and Disrupt, also cooldown 4. With the Zeta, deal special damage to all enemies and inflict offense down, shock, and stagger for 2 turns. Now, as you can see, with that, if you do her ultimate and then do her second special and then do her first special, you end up doing double damage all on her own. She doesn't need any help from anybody else to trigger most of her abilities. Also part of the Zeta for Infiltrate and Disrupt is Mara Jade gains Stealth for 2 turns and 1.25% turn meter for each debuff inflicted by this ability. If Emperor Palpatine is the leader, he also gains 1.25% turn meter for each debuff inflicted by this ability, and it inflicts a ton of debuffs. So you end up getting a lot of turn meter. So her unique, called the Emperor's Hand, this is a really cool ability in my opinion. The final text with an Omicron, it does take the new currency to get all of this. If Emperor Palpatine is in the leader slot at the start of the encounter, Empire and Sith allies have plus 20% offense and potency. Otherwise, if he's not in the leadership slot, all other dark side allies gain useful pawn until the end of the encounter, which can't be copied or dispelled. Mara Jade has plus 10% crit chance, crit damage, and offense for each ally with useful pawn. At the start of Mara Jade's and Emperor Palpatine's turns, Mara Jade gains a stack of Loyal Hand up to a maximum of 20 stacks until the end of the encounter. If Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker is on the enemy squad, Mara Jade blinds Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker for one turn at the start of her turn, which can't be evaded or resisted. The useful pawn ability, the characters that have it have minus 5% crit chance, critical damage, and offense. Her Loyal Hand ability, which stacks up to 20 times, gives her plus 10% max protection and offense. Now, the Omicron, which all the Omicrons, Omicrons, they're all specific to a different game mode. Hers is specific to Territory Wars. At the start of battle, if the enemy leader is not a galactic legend, they lose 100% protection, 50% max protection, and Mara Jade gains 100% turn meter. Whenever an enemy unit is defeated, all allies gain 20% max protection, and Mara Jade inflicts vulnerable for one turn on a random enemy, which cannot be evaded or resisted. That is her full kit reading off of the forums for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. This character is very good in my opinion. She, again, as I said, she does her job well. And of course, in these marquee events, you kind of get really highly statted up characters, in my opinion, which not everybody's going to have. But I think if you focus on what she does or what she's supposed to do, so for your mods, I would say something like potency and speed, just to ramp it up even more so she can take more turns, which just gets, the turn meter train rolling, and you're off to a great start. I can see her on an Empire team that's well built being able to defeat quite a bit. Probably not your high-end meta stuff yet, but I would say they're a good team. I'm at my GP at 2.7. I use Empire in every war, and they're almost an automatic win. So for me, this character is a no-brainer to at least activate and get using. Even at 3 stars, there's videos out of other content creators and other players at 3 stars. She's doing really good work, and she's really affecting the fight, even with all the other characters being at 7 stars. But time will tell whether or not what uses everybody finds for, and of course Territory Wars is a very specific thing, and when you can use dark side characters, and even for that matter Empire characters in specific. But she, I believe, is going to make a good change and bring some characters that maybe not everybody is using, especially since Vader was affected by the nerf back in October or September, whenever that was. So I'm going to let you continue to watch the video. It'll end when I finish the marquee event in total. And hopefully everybody, whenever you get to see this, you're having a good day. And hopefully I will talk to you all later, either online or in the comments section. Feel free to ask any questions about the game in the comments section you want, or come on to my streams while I'm playing. Generally, my current plan is I will be streaming 1 o'clock till 3 or 4 o'clock most afternoons, except for Wednesdays and Sundays. And then when special things pop up, I may be streaming at a different time. For instance, tonight is the start of Diablo 3 Season 25, if you're watching this today. I will